Besides my pear trees that I had to trim and treat for fire blight, I still haven't gotten to the other one yet. I'm going to really see about trying to get that chainsaw working. Hubby's out of town, so I'm going to see if I can do it myself. I really like to try things myself, but you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't. So what you see in front of you is a bush, a hedge that was here when we moved in, and it has since grown since January when we bought the property. And currently it's right by the back door, and it's sort of blocking these windows here. I have a bunch of plants at this window, and I get why it's here. I think it not only shields the air conditioner unit over here from getting overheated, just direct sun constantly, but it also kind of provides a little bit of privacy from our neighbors across the way for our patio. So it's just getting out of hand. As you can see, it's grown to the top of our patio roof. And we don't use satellite, by the way. That satellite dish has to come down. I thought when they gave us the new roof they were going to take it off, but that's another honey-do list. But yeah, so this bush, I just need it tamed a bit because I want more light to come in through that window, and just for aesthetics. I don't really like any windows being blocked. I am a person who worships the sun, and I love light, and I have a ton of plants inside the house that need sun. So it seems like while my garden is just producing veggies and I don't really have to do much maintenance with it now, there's no weeds to pull really, I'm going to be working on hedges on the property. I've already dumped some stuff up there by the fire pit, and I have a ton of stuff from a tree that I demolished. That one by the front door I told you whose time was, it was on borrowed time. And I'm trying to decide what to do about this rose bush. It looks like a lot of the blooms have spent, but it just looks out of control and a little raggedy. I had already pruned it at the beginning of spring. I don't know. I don't know much about rose bushes, honestly, so I'm gonna have to do some research on that. I pruned this little thing. It was gigantic. Now it's more manageable. I'd like to get it to a point where it's just perfectly round. And I'm pretty good about, you know, hedge maintenance, so we'll see. Also, eventually, these peach trees, I won't be able to do it until winter. They're gonna have to be pruned. Just to make them more of a bowl shape. They've got a lot of small, I think someone called it water sprouts or water stems. I look at YouTube a lot because you guys know what's going on for the most part. But I have to wait because, as you can see, we have fruit. And so that's something to deal with too, because I have to go through and try to find the fruit that's undamaged, and I may cover it. Cover the ones that haven't been, like this one's perfect. So I may have to put a cover on it. But anyhow, let me get back here to this bush. Okay guys, so I've got this pretty much pruned the way I wanted it to be. Where it's not blocking that window, I want to train it to the other side where it's still in front of the air conditioner. I'm gonna have to stop because I thought these nests may have been empty, but I didn't notice the one over here. I don't know if you guys can see, but this nest has babies in it. So no more trimming, and I'm gonna find a way to block the sun from that side and try to make it look obscure so that these poor little things won't burn up or get eaten up. Guys, that baby bird situation really bums me out. Luckily, I can see right through now to the nest. I put some of the limbs with leaves and stuff that I cut back kind of around and over the hole to make it a little bit more dense. That was a really dense bush, but I hope, you know, Mama Bird doesn't abandon the nest. There's like 3 or 4 little babies in there. They are small. They're not like the ones that were in my rose bush. Those were kind of fledgling. They could just hop around, and, you know, I haven't seen them in the rose bush in a while, but I thought there was only one nest in that bush, and it's high up where I can't reach it or look into it, but I wasn't even going to cut near that nest. But that one on the edge just surprised me. I just looked over and saw this little yellow mouth sticking up, and I was like, OMG. Now these little things are just kind of exposed to the elements, and I mean, I saw Mama Bird fly off to the tree, but anyway, I hope she comes back and everything's good. But, you know, I try not to harm animals if I can help it. The funny thing is, my neighbor just called. So after the chicken incident yesterday, my neighbor just called and said that he has a steer, one of his gelded bulls, that has learned to jump the fence. In the past couple of days, the bull has been jumping the fence. So he put it in the pasture, the same one that the chickens are in, and he says if I see it in my backyard or running around, to please call him. And unfortunately, if he says the bull becomes a problem, he's going to have to put it down. Now, the irony is that the bull is scheduled to be processed after he gets back from vacation next week anyway. So a part of me is like, maybe the bull knows that it's either now or later he's going to have to go down. So I'm just going to jump a fence. I'm just going to live, you know? Anyway, I'm just like, man, this... just getting a little bummed out because, you know, trying to have that conversation, and I know the bull is there to fulfill its purpose. People have to eat and they have livelihoods too, but I know this is a fact of life and a fact of farming. We're not gonna be eating animals, like I said, on our farm. So well, my husband, he's a meat eater. I won't be, and we won't be killing our animals. They'll be pets. You know, we'll be getting eggs and milk. But anyway, these are some of the facts of life, I guess. So anyway, I hope those baby birds are fine. Guys, I don't know if you could see, but Mama came immediately back, and she's feeding the babies. Oh my gosh. Ah, what a relief. That makes me so happy. She may even bring some more branches back and put them around the necks, but I don't know if you can see that little fuzzy head sticking up. See the little mouth? You may have to squint to see it, but anyway, yay! Well, that's gonna be a big old fire. So, since I can't finish massacring that bush, I am weeding my little stone path here. The good thing about this is it looks tedious, but I just spray these with some weed stop, and then it's really easy just to either rake them up or just, pull them out once you can run your hands over it. So if you've got a path like this, now over here, this is a different story. I dread it. Probably about as much as I dreaded doing that side garden. I'll get to it eventually. Hello, Miss Chicken. As you can see, I was not playing about that bush.